Alright, what's up YouTube? I got something to tell you guys. There is a new build in town and it is destroying. I've been destroying with it, everyone else has been destroying with it. I think it's the number one build right now. I want to tell you guys about it because a lot of people have questions in my stream about why it's so good and why it's better than this, why isn't this better, blah blah blah. So in this video, I'm going to tell you guys about the early game, the mid game, and the late game, and explain why this build is so strong at all points in the game, how it compares to other builds, and why you should be building it. So yeah, let's get started, guys. I'm going to have annotations on top of the screen. I'm just going to have pictures of the build and what point I'm talking about so you guys can follow along with me. Okay, so for the first part of the game, when you walk out of base and you go to lane, and your goal is to farm to 1500 and get your boots. That's the first stage of the game, the early game you call it. Why this build is so good is because if you come out of base with 20 power, which is very good power compared to other items, other item combos, 20 power, you don't have any attack speed. That is one downside that we'll come back to later. But you have the most sustain you can get. You have technically infinite mana sustain. It's very, very hard to run out of mana with this build. As long as you're clearing the wave, you're hitting the minions, just normal stuff. And because you have so much mana sustain, guys, it allows you to use an ability on every wave. And that gives you lane pressure, which in turn, makes you get camps or rotate out or just get your own buffs. It just gets you through the early game, staying topped off, staying full mana. If they don't have this build, guys, they're gonna have to be careful of their mana and not use an ability on every wave. And it's just gonna be really good for you. You're gonna be topped off throughout the whole laning phase. It's nice. This build also has health sustain, right? So the health sustain with the health, with the defense from the berserkers, that all combined, it keeps you almost 100% health at most points this early game. 1 to 5 is so strong, guys. If a jungler is thinking about ganking you, they're probably going to kill your support and not you, because you have prots, you have health, you're top, you're full HP. It's really, really, really good to stay topped off in HP and mana. You almost always get enough gold, guys, to back for 1500. And almost always just a smooth transition into your boots. The early game is very hard to go bad with this build, guys, and that's one of the reasons I think it's insane. You don't have to worry about falling behind, getting poked out, having to back early. It's just smooth sailing with this build. And guys, I think the lack of attack speed is made up for with the mana sustain, because the attack speed, what does it really do, guys? It helps you clear the wave, and it helps you clear buffs, and it helps you fight a little bit, right? You have the defense to fight, you have the health sustain to fight, and the clear gets kind of nullified by the mana that you have, so you can just spam abilities whenever you want to clear. Okay, guys, now let's talk about the mid game. This is when you finish your berserkers, which is a crazy spike. The build is so good at this point, guys, because you already have 1.6 to 1.7%, not percent, 1.6, 1.7 attack speed, which is pretty bonkers for 2 items, I'm not gonna lie. So you're auto attacking a lot, you're getting health sustain every time you're autoing, you're getting mana sustain every time you're autoing. You're still staying topped off because it's percent of your health, so it scales pretty well. The health sustaining stuff does fall off sometime, a little bit around probably 15 minutes before you finish your embrace, but by that point you already have items online. But yeah, talking about the mid game. So if you are fighting any other combo, any other power item and starter item combo, you can most likely fight them and win. The only one I would be careful about is the cow berserkers. That can definitely mess you up because they have attack speed and you don't, but the problem with their build is they don't have mana sustain, right? So if you just take some trades and play around the mana, you will be winning the fight. I played a game today where I had Trans and Cow, and they had Berserkers and Destol, and I was not having fun fighting into that because the Trans gave me no attack speed. He had defense. I couldn't do anything to him. So I think the only build that can really match this mid game is Cow Berserkers, and even then, the mana sustain on Destol is way more impactful because you just play around their mana. You engage when they have low mana. You just take trades, and it's all good. Now let's talk about the late game, guys, when you are unstoppable with how much power, pen, attack speed, crit. You guys have it all. You have the power with the Death's Embrace. Fun little thing to think about, guys, is Death's Embrace pretty much turns into a better Dev Gloves when you upgrade it. So if you think about it, you have the best sustain you can get out of any item in the game, which is Death's Embrace. You have insane power because everything has power. You know, the Foul Knot, the Wind Demon, Death's Embrace, the Berserkers. It all has a lot of power. You're good on that side. You have a lot of attack speed with the attack speed boots, the Berserkers, the Wind Demon. And you have crit with the Foul Knot and Wind Demon. And guys, when you get to this point in the game, you can literally solo FG. You can solo Phoenixes. You can heal off camps. And yeah, you can 1v1 pretty much anyone because you got Berserker, you got Foul Knot, you got Wind Demon. When you get to this point in the game, guys, it's insane how much you can do. Just try it out, guys. Trust me, it's one of the best builds, if not the best build right now. And I will show you guys the pen variation real quick. Instead of Foul Knot Wind Demon, you're just going to go Kin's Xe or Kin's Dom or whatever pen item you prefer. And this build is good too, but you don't crit, so you might get soloed by you might still get soloed by assassins, which can't be fun. Also, if the other hunter has crit, you don't have crit, it's not very fun either in lane. So yeah, I know this video is probably pretty short, but yeah, I just wanted to get this video out, guys, because everyone's asking about it in my stream. I hope this was informative. I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, please consider subscribing to the YouTube channel and following the Twitch. I'm trying to, you know, do the content thing, guys. So thank you guys for supporting me. Thank you for watching the video, and have a great rest of your day, guys. Peace out. Later.